welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So my friends, update here on Lucid, ticker LCID. Yeah, we have some very important information. That's why I make here an update video. Especially this price action here, guys. This big green volume has a meaning, and I want to show you what does that mean and what could be the result of that. Of course, I use here my chart techniques and chart analysis. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion here based on the technicals, guys. Yeah, let's dive in before we dive into the chart. This looks good, guys. When we see what happened here in the past, I think we never had these kind of volume spikes. I'm here in the weekly chart, by the way. And when we see that we had here since November until the end of December, we had here just green weekly volume candles. The last time when we had that was here, and you can see that Lucid started to squeeze when we had these kind of green price actions here. So why do we have that right now? This could be, guys, could be the beginning here of a bigger squeeze for Lucid because the shorts covered here their positions. You need to understand that when this happens here, if this is the beginning of a short squeeze, then it's not really like short sellers get squeezed out of their positions because they already started to cover here, and this might be a result. The huge volume might be resulting here in something like some people call it gamma squeeze or whatsoever, but I call that algo squeeze. That could be now coming for Lucid, guys. So when we check here the data, we know that since November here we have this high increasement of the green volume, and when we see Findle, guys, we see that the short interest is now lower. We had here 24-25% couple of weeks ago. Now the short interest for Lucid is just 18.5%. Still 220 million shares are short, so we have still a very high short interest, guys. So don't relax. Yeah, the short sellers are still not happy with the actual price. Even Lucid is trading here at $3. The short sellers are not satisfied with that. They are not ready yet. It is still too expensive in point, or when you see the target of the short sellers. But what we have right now, 220 million shares short, and the short sellers covered, guys. They covered 50 million shares, almost 53 or 53.6 out of 53 million shares they covered, guys. This is a lot. We had here, as I said, 23% short interest, and now we can see the updated data here on Findle. The short sellers covered 53 million shares. So that is a very good news, because that means that the price level which we have for Lucid is something that the short sellers start to cover. So yes, the price can of course go much lower, but when they cover already 50 million shares, that means that we have here a high potential bottom for Lucid. You can see that the bad news is that we had just a price increasement of 86%. In total, still 220 million shares are short. 50 million shares drove the price up here by 86%. So just imagine, guys, when now some bullish momentum is kicking in, and then the short sellers have to cover, how high this could drive the price for Lucid. So we can of course now check the technicals here, and I switch to the daily chart, and everything is here in place. Yeah, guys, by the way, I always try to predict here short squeezes on my channel. I will do that here for Lucid, of course, in this video as well. But if Lucid should not squeeze now, then we might have to wait here a little bit more. We have here a very big float, so that is not so easy to see here a short squeeze for Lucid, but the potential is there. If you cannot wait, guys, I always post here swing trade alerts and my hot stocks on my channel here. When I post a swing trade alert, then I expect also a squeeze to happen very soon. These are available on Patreon here, and you can see the last squeeze which we had was in the same day when I made the post. A couple of hours later, we had here a 187% squeeze, and every Sunday I release my brand new hot stock video, guys. So during the weekend I will release a video. Don't forget, the stock market is closed on Monday. So still, I will upload the video here on Sunday, and when I upload a hot stock video, that means that the tickers in those videos have high squeeze potential, and I expect them to squeeze in the very few next days. There is no guarantee, but you can see here some of the member feedbacks where my members made 370%, 197%, 350% profits just with a single trade, guys. I also want to share really quick here one of my best member reviews or the best member message which I got here. One of my Patreon members sent me that message here, and he is still a member, of course, but he joined the membership 4 months ago and was able to make 970% in total profit. So this is really inspiring here for everybody, guys, and just one example what can happen if you want to learn trading and stick to your strategy, make your own due diligence. You can pause the video here and read the message by yourself, but very, very impressive member feedback here on Patreon. If you also want to join in, guys, our trading community here, as I just mentioned, the most popular membership which I have is the full package membership here on Patreon. Every day, guys, new members joining in. We're growing and growing and growing, and we will not stop. And you get a lot of benefits here when you join in. And if you want to be part of this community, you can click the info icon here in the corner and you get access to the Patreon member link. So guys, now let's talk about Lucid, about the chart. As you can see, and if you have seen my previous videos, there is a potential bottom here at $2.52. What I don't like is that we are, of course, still trading here in this descending trend channel pattern, which is a bearish accumulation pattern. As soon as Lucid will leave this pattern here to the upside, that will be the beginning of a squeeze. And in my opinion, guys, we have here a potential. This is just Mickey Mouse here, $4.71. This is not a big squeeze, but in my opinion, the price targets, if we see a short squeeze for Lucid, is $9.82 and even $22, guys, or $23.65. Here is one of the price goals for Lucid. If we see a short squeeze, we can see that as soon as Lucid comes back over $9.61 here, the red line in the chart, this acts like a squeeze trigger. We had this year back in 2021 when we had the massive short squeeze for Lucid, and then the second attempt here to squeeze was in January 2023, guys, so 1 year ago. Yeah, January is a very significant month. I released also a Tesla video, which I recommend to see, because you can see that everything is trading in cycles, and of course when the bull market or the market is bullish and pumping, what it is right now, we have a bull market, guys, then also a lot of stocks have the potential to squeeze, and Lucid tried to squeeze here also back in January 2023, and yeah, as soon as we came back here over $9.61, we had here this massive squeeze reaction here for the stock. But the black line here, guys, the EMA 200-day lines, is one of the indicators which you can use to spot here the potential resistance. And I usually don't need that for my trades, but in this video it is visible for you where the resistance is also waiting here. But as I said, the price is very close to that. It just needs here a little bit more volume to force a squeeze. So what is really interesting, the market maker started to cover as soon as the price came back down to this trend channel bottom here. That's why I think this is here the significant squeeze range for Lucid. The only question is the bottom already in? Was $1.93 the bottom, and now we start to maybe see a squeeze from here after building up some momentum? Or do we have to come back one more time to the trend channel bottom here to see a squeeze, guys? In my opinion, yeah, this is just my opinion, not financial advice. When we switch back time one more time into the technicals, Lucid is quite reliable based on the RSI. So when we have here a very oversold RSI, then we can see we have at least something like a squeeze reaction. But the last squeezes which we had, that was this one here, was 92%. Then you can see the RSI was oversold again, and we had this 86% squeeze here, which is maybe still active, by the way. Yeah, this is not over yet. We still have here support on the EMA lines, and in my opinion, as long as we trade above $2.52, there is still a potential that this is the beginning already here of a short squeeze for Lucid. However, guys, yeah, if I'm a market maker, I want to create pain. I want to create a lowest possible price, same like we had here. Look at this price action here. As soon as we touched the top of this trend channel here, we had a huge sell-off reaction until the bottom, and that's the point. That's the point where the market makers start to cover their positions, and that can, of course, this volume can, of course, lead into a gamma squeeze, algo squeeze, short squeeze, call it whatever you want. This is what I want to see for Lucid. Keep that in mind. As long as the price is trading above $2.52, this is, in my opinion, the chance to see here a short squeeze. If we come lower than that, then it gets really interesting. That could really be the last dip before Lucid may start to rip, of course, as long as they don't dilute the stock. If they would continue to dilute the stock, which is not necessary based on the market capital. The price is also still far above $1, but keep in mind when we touch this trend channel bottom here one more time, we come here down at $1.70, $1.60 or even lower depending here on the time. This is what I believe could happen here in 2025, and as I said, we have a massive squeeze potential. Price targets for me personally in favor of a short squeeze. As I said, we need of course to break this trend channel pattern here, otherwise we cannot talk about a short squeeze. But I think Lucid has the potential here to come back to $9.60 or $10, and even $23 could be possible. So if we would touch the trend channel bottom one more time and see a squeeze, we talk here about 450% to 1,200%. We had many squeezes in 2024 in this range, so that would be no problem at all to see that also happen for Lucid. If you want to copy the price levels, guys, everything what you see here is based on TradingView. This is the chart program which I use here for all my videos and all my trades. You can see here in the scale the up price levels and the down price levels here. And if you want to copy those, then just pause the video. And if you don't have TradingView, guys, I highly recommend that program. I am not sponsored by TradingView, but I use that, as I said, for all my trades and all my videos. And you can get here a $15 discount link on the premium tier. When you click the info icon in the corner, you get access to this $15 discount link. So my friends, that was the update on Lucid. I hope that was helpful for you. If you don't want to miss any updates, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I thank you so much for your support. I appreciate that, guys, and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu. Vielen Dank. Alles Gute. Bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye.